Hello everyone, my name is Jen and welcome to the Book Refuge, and it's time. It's time to start the vlog for my most anticipated trip of the year. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait. I mean, y'all already know who I'm going to see and what's happening, so I get to tell you, but it's Thursday afternoon going into evening, and I wish it was night already so that I could respectively go to bed, but I'm 95% packed. I just have my bathroom bag still to go, but I'm going to Salt Lake City almost a year after I went last year. Last year after I lost, well, not lost, I was going to be starting a new job, which is the job that I lost back in April, and that I wanted to see Crystal again, and it was going to work to go later in the summer, because also it wasn't going to work for Crystal to be able to come on the Booktuber retreat just because of everything, you know. She's a lot busier in her life than I am. So it was kind of this blessing in disguise, which, you know, y'all know, you've been with me on this journey, or most of you have, that I just kind of ran with it when I lost my job and I jumped into this full time. And these were the two trips that I already had planned, you know, so I was like, I don't even want to find a job until after I get to do these trips. And the way it's worked out, I mean, I'm going to try to continue to do this for the rest of the year, and we'll just see how it goes. But anyway, Crystal is not the only person that I'll be going to see, even though that is plenty reason enough for me, but this time it's actually going to work to get to meet Sophie in person. When I was there last year, I'd known Sophie for probably like 6 months already, and I didn't, you know, that whole trip wasn't really planned ahead of time. Like 2 weeks before, not even, I asked Crystal if I could come and stay with her, because I was like, you know what, I have a week that I'm taking off before I start this new job. How about I come and stay with you? And graciously, her and her family were like, yeah, come on. And so while I was there, I knew that Sophie's family didn't live too far away from Salt Lake City. I didn't know where they lived, but I was like, hey, are you guys happen to be in town? Because maybe we can meet and have coffee or something. And of course, I wasn't really expecting that to happen, because it was literally like totally out of the blue. It wasn't planned. But this time around, when we knew that I wanted to go there again, we were planning to get to meet up. And funnily enough too, after this trip was planned, I am going to be able to go to Wanderlust in San Antonio, which is one of her book signings that she's doing this year. But this will be way more fun. I'll have her and Mr. Lark will be all to, me and Crystal will have them all to ourselves, and I can't wait. I can't even believe it that it's going to work. We're going to go to high tea at this like fancy hotel. They do a high tea. I don't know what that means. I don't even really like tea, but I don't care. She's like, they do fancy finger sandwiches and cookies. And I was like, cool, I'm in. You don't need to convince me anymore. So that's what my dress try-on was for, if you guys saw that. I actually ended up packing 2 of the 3 dresses because I couldn't decide. So what is going to happen is my plane gets in a little after 1, and then Crystal's picking me up, and we're meeting the Larks at 3, so we're going to go somewhere so that I can change, because I'm not wearing my pretty dress and everything on the plane at 6 a.m. tomorrow. But yeah, then I'll like get ready there. I will do my makeup in the morning though, and that's why like I did a live show this morning where I was testing out some new stuff that I have, and I like it pretty much. I had went to Ulta to buy this new like lip stain by Fenty Beauty from Rihanna, and like this is the shiny coat, and then when you blot it, it stains a bit. It did wear off after like filming 2 videos and eating lunch, but there's no surprise. It doesn't have to. I honestly didn't want it to hold up like through lunch, because there are a few like lipsticks and long-lasting stuff that it, you know, it can get really tacky. It can be really tough on your lips when you have to take it off. So this, like, it feels very light. It doesn't feel like a really thick, heavy thing on you. And as it, you know, if you blot it, then you don't feel anything at all. And you're just kind of wearing that stain until it fades. But anyway, I tested out this look. My lighting's not great because I have packed away my ring light and stuff because I don't need it right now. But I'm really liking this look. I also got this new like palette from Urban Decay, and I really like it. So yeah, but anyway, that's what the trip is. And last time I went to see Crystal, I was too like nervous to do a vlog, and Crystal did a vlog with us together, and we did film videos together. But this time, this is a pretty like short trip. I'm flying in. I'll get there at 1 on Friday, and I have to leave at like 1 on Sunday because again, I was expecting to still be working. So I didn't know that this could be a longer trip. But it's probably good. I think short trips when you're staying with a friend can be good because you're happy to see the person and you're sad when they leave. I fully believe that extended vacations can get tiring for everybody, but quick little zip-ins where you just get to enjoy every minute that you have can be fantastic. So yeah, I'm very excited. But anyway, I'm starting a vlog because we're going to try to do that this time. She's going to be doing a vlog with me in it. I want to be able to vlog, you know, seeing her. I don't know how much that I'll like vlog with Sophie. I mean, I'm sure they'll be okay with that, but either way, I'll try to get some footage of us like having lunch at least. But either way, there'll be stuff with Crystal, there'll be stuff with the pups, and we're gonna do something fun. Anyway, yeah, so here's the starting clip. I'm so excited. I mean, y'all know I talk about Crystal in almost every single video that I do. She's a true friend to me. She is my big sis, and I'm just so lucky to have her. And when you get to go hang out with people who've made such an impact on your life, it's so surreal and it's amazing. And getting to meet Sophie, like, that's been one of the most fulfilling relationships with an author that I've had. I genuinely adore her. Like, she is as sweet as she appears. She's such a genuine person that you're almost like, and so many of us have had to make friends through the internet if we wanted to have any friends during COVID. I mean, even before COVID, obviously I was a part of the book community. It's just so great when you get to tangibly see people, you know? So anyway, I'm very excited to get to see her in person. And I did pack some of the books. So we'll talk books per second. So let's talk about the books that I'm bringing, because I tried to be very judicious with this because I do have quite a bit of space in my carry-on, because I try really hard not to overpack, and in general, like, I don't. I mean, as it is, I'm only there 2 nights. You know, I need a cute outfit for when we're seeing her, and then Saturday, like, we'll probably be in our comfies. I mean, both Crystal and I literally wear leggings and book shirts all the time, so it's not like we need to dress up for each other. So it's like I have an airport outfit, a cute outfit, and then 2 more like lounge outfits, you know? So I have a good amount of space in my suitcase, but I also, you know, didn't want to lug a whole series around. So I actually have, like, the entire Underworld series is signed for me, because that was a gift from the Larks. When I first was talking about their books, they sent me that whole series once they were all available in paperback. And then I also have a signed copy of Savage Lover, and I think that those are the ones. So the ones that I really want signed are Broken Vow and The Bully. Those are my 2 favorites. But I also love Stolen Air, so I am going to pack that one too. And I'm debating whether bringing The Spy. I think I kind of want The Spy to come as well. Especially because when I go to San Antonio, I probably won't bring any of her books with, because I'll already have the ones signed that I want. Whereas when I go to San Antonio, there are like 3 other authors that I want them to sign some of my books. So this is kind of my chance to get my Sophie books signed in the most painless way possible. So I think I might bring this spy with as well, because I fit what I did. I'll show you. I don't want them to get ruined at all. So I have, my suitcase has, you know, like the ribs on the bottom for your handle, and I didn't want the pressure of those to like bend my book, so I fit like underwear and socks like to fill in the gap. And then I have this tote bag, and I put the books in there and then like wrapped it up and like put it in there. So maybe I should add the spy too. Maybe we'll do that. So, decisions being made right now. Because these books, like her books, are freaking heavy, you know? They're heavy. Let's see how that fits. Okay. Yeah, this is literally like, I'm sure it's like 5 pounds, but it feels like so much more. So then, I have those snugly at, sorry you can't see, at the base of my suitcase. And again, there's stuff under it so that they don't bend under that. And then I have like all my clothes like lined up. This is actually my outfit for the airport. And then my like bathroom stuff will go on top of this. And I have the outfit that I'm going to change into is like in its own like little suitcase bag. So that when we stop at the hotel, I can just take out that. So anyway, that's the planning process. Those are my books. And then, yeah, when it sits upright, they'll be pushed down into the bottom. But I think they should be pretty well protected. Because then I have socks and underwear that are, like, on top of it. So hopefully my babies are okay. Hopefully my babies are okay. So, those... Oh, it's so heavy. But I usually have to check my bag at the first airport anyway, because the flight out of Fargo is always a small plane, and they for sure always make you put your bags underneath. So I usually will like just check my bag, because then I don't have to lug it around, and I'm usually fine with that. So yeah, but anyway, I don't know what the next clip will be, but I wanted to start this. Oh, and then the 2 books I'm reading, sorry, I'll tell you that and then we'll hop out. I have the audiobook for Queen of Shadows, which I need to get finished, because when we get back, we have SJM along next week. I got Company of Fiends by Catherine Moon, like just came out, and I've been dying to read it, so I started it. But then I got the Arc of Twisted Lies, and I also am very excited to read that. So those are the 2 books that I'm going to try to be finishing over like my flights and everything, which shouldn't be a problem. Although I don't really want to read A Company of Fiends like on the plane, so I'm going to try to finish that tonight at some point, but we'll see. So anyway, there we go. There's a starting clip. We'll see ya next time. Oh, just in time for an announcement, but just waiting for Just waiting for Big Sis to get here to pick me up. It's been an interesting travel day, but she'll be here soon, and I am so excited. Last time I came, I didn't record anything, and I regretted it a lot, so this time we're doing it. We're doing it. She ruined it because she called me right when I was recording it. Her hair is extra bright. I love it so much. You called right when I was recording, so I was like, no, I see you. Fresh Ariel and everything. Isn't she gorgeous? I was like, all the black truck.
Baby loaf, the bread is called panda salt, and it has chicken salad. Chicken, mayonnaise, walnuts, green apples, red sweet greens. The brioche bun is sliced turkey, arugula, roasted tomato, and a spread called fruta moscata. Dessert begins with
Got you. So, that happened yesterday. I don't know which clips that I have. I was trying to look at them last night, but they're probably chaotic because I mostly was just having fun. And yeah, that was kind of amazing.
It was so amazing. It was so fun. It was awesome.
So I was like, I tried to film some stuff, but I was literally like, this is for me right now. I mean, y'all, I love you, but this was really for me and my bestie to sit through.
Yeah.
And also, we didn't have a ton of time because we're busy, you know, they were busy people, but it was amazing. Yeah.
It's always like, in theory, like before you go to an event, you're like, I'm going to get the best content and then you're there and it's just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you got really nice B-roll of it.
Yeah.
Crystal, she was taking more things, so when her vlog comes out, you can see more. I was like trying to, and I was like shaking a lot. And then when it was time to like film Sophie and Mr. Lark, I was like, I don't really want to sit here with it, but yeah, it was really fun. The food was very fancy. I felt, I don't know. I did feel out of place. That's the wrong thing. Like, it was fun, and the environment of it, you know, there's like live music being played. There was like a harp, and then there was piano later on. It felt very like Bridgerton kind of.
Yeah.
They're playing like popular music, but on like a harp or something, which was cool. But
cool.
Yeah, I had a tea. I had hot chocolate, and it wasn't actually that good. I wish I'd been brave and tried some tea. Which tea did you have?
They had like a house chai that they had like a special blend, so I had that and it was amazing. Mr. Lark had that one too.
He did.
We were twinners on the tea choices.
Yeah, because they like, if you see in the clip, they bring it out in your own little teapot where they have like the tea like fresh, because it was like freshly in it and you could pour it yourself. But I feel like my hot chocolate was made like before the tea, maybe, right? Because everyone's tea had to steep.
Of the clip. Sorry.
So then by the time like mine got brought out, like I had lukewarm hot chocolate. I mean, it tasted good. It was raspberry, but that's okay. I was enjoying the sandwiches, and there was this lemon raspberry tart that Oh my gosh, it was so good. I can like still taste it. But yeah, she signed all my books that I brought. I brought a huge stack and didn't realize that I asked for something very complicated. I asked Sophie to highlight her favorite line in each one, and yeah, that ended up taking like 20 minutes, which was great.
It was so good of her to do that. Like, she didn't even hesitate, though. Sophie was just like, yeah. Absolutely. And she spent like 20 or 30 minutes finding them. It was
Ryan
awesome.
is like, honey, we have to go. She's like, we will, okay? And he's like, okay. So then he just takes my copies of the other 2 books and starts flipping through them to find her like favorite lines of the book. And one of mine, well, The Bully specifically, I'd annotated it before The Spy came out, so I was writing like clues and stuff in it. So Sophie was like, I've never seen one of my books annotated, so it's nice to see what people liked. And I was like, well, I wish I would have started with this. I could have handed you this at the beginning, but they were just so sweet. They're like, it always sounds cliche to say this about your friends that you meet or authors you meet, but they were genuinely just as nice as I thought they would be. And also, she's very tall. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, she's like our height.
Yeah. I mean, she's wearing heels much higher than me.
So she looks taller than us.
Yeah.
Because we both had flats on.
I know. Well, we're tall girls.
Yeah.
So we're like, we wear flat. And also, I like to be able to walk.
Yeah, I don't like heels.
No. And so then I was like, oh, wow, she's taller than us. This is so nice. I felt that way on the Booktube retreat, too. I've said this, that a lot of the girls were taller than I expect because you only talk to people and you only see like this much of everybody. But yeah, it was great. So it went by super fast, and then we just kind of hung out last night. Went to get a soda.
Of course we did.
We're gonna go get another soda.
Absolutely we are, right now.
Yep. And it's still semi coolish, so I was like, let's get out of the house while it's nice, and then we'll come back later. And we don't really know what we'll do yet, but I'm not much fun to hang out with. If you want to hang out with me, you just have to hang out in my house with my dogs mostly. So. Yeah, her dogs are cool. They have a lot to say about me. Kazi has a lot to say about me.
he doesn't. You're not family yet to him, like you are to me. But he's like, this person is new.
Yeah.
I should be guarding this house. So
you haven't been playing my videos around him enough. You're supposed to.
I always have them in my ear.
Yeah. You need to.
I do. That's a good idea.
Let him hear my voice more. That would help.
That's a great idea. I'll start doing that. Yeah.
For next year. But I really want to watch like a Jane Austen movie today, or dig through her books. We'll do something nerdy like that. It will be fun. But
we'll for sure do the Jane Austen, and maybe we'll attempt a few shelves. Like, I don't know if I have it in me to get them all out.
Well, that's why I was like, only if you want to. Yeah. I mostly want to snoop, and I don't want to make more work for you by just wanting to snoop. So
you can snoop. I don't have nearly as many as you do. Like,
I know, but we like different things, so it's fun to find some of those. But yeah, so right now, we're gonna go get a soda and go to a couple thrift places that they're mostly focused on other thrift things. But sometimes you get lucky and find, gems. I mean, most of the bookstores, like my good bookstore back home, literally is a thrift store. It has 2 for $1 paperbacks, which makes my life easy. But I also don't have a ton of space because, again, I brought 4 books for Sophie to sign, and she gave me one, so I have like 20 pounds of books. But anyway, I'll try to remember to film a clip later while we're doing things. But I was like, we need to sit and I'll film something. Otherwise, I'm going to get home and be like, so this is what happened.
No, I'm glad you did.
I saw you last time. But anyway, all right. Talk later. Bye-bye.
Look at the baby. Oh, he's kicking.
Mm-hmm.
Cuties. Yeah,
There we go. We did.
There's a lot. Look at all of those out there.
Yeah.
They're so cute. Their
Whoa,
babies are
he's
still
walking this
fairly
way.
small. Do you want me to slow down?
No, I was getting it. This will just be
Out in the nature. Okay, hey. So I am at the Chicago airport. I meant to film a clip at Salt Lake City, but the time just got away from me and it was very crowded. So I'm in the American terminal at O'Hare and I have 2 hours to go until my flight boards for Fargo. So yeah, it's been a really great weekend. It went by so fast, of course. I should talk about what's in the clips you saw previously, so my brain's a little fuzzy. Crystal and I went to Antelope Island Park, which you can drive through and look at buffalo. We didn't see any antelope, but you'll saw in some of the clips there was buffalo. And we also got a good view of Salt Lake. And yeah, we took some pictures there. It was really nice to just drive, but yet enjoy the air conditioning anyway, and just talk, you know. It's just great to get to sit and talk with those that you're really close with, you know, and not have things get in your way. Hold on. Or yeah, anything like that, like just to get to enjoy uninterrupted time together. We also watched Sense and Sensibility together, which is one of our favorite Jane Austen movies, the one from like 1998, I think, with Kate Winslet and Emma Thompson. That was really fun. And then yeah, now I'm here. So the reason there's some clips before this, I got an upgrade to first class, which was funny. I'm sure you know this if you like buy economy, your seat like isn't assigned to you usually until you check in. And when I checked in last night on my phone, about like a few weeks ago when I bought my tickets for San Antonio, I decided to sign up for the Advantage program just because I was like, you know, it may take me a long time to like earn enough like miles for anything, but I was like, whatever, it's free to sign up for it. Well, I'm really glad that I did because you can get like priority upgrades when they seat you, like if it's not full. So I was literally in the first row of first class and I got this like huge meal, which I couldn't even eat the whole thing. It was this shrimp salad with like peppers and corn and feta, and like it was so good. I literally couldn't eat the whole thing, but that was really spoiling me. It was really tasty. So, and for my flight to Fargo, which is only an 18 row flight anyway, I have like row 5, which is like right behind first class on that plane too, so that'll be nice. And that's only a 3 across too, so I'm in seat 5A, which means I'm in like the single seat, which is great. So yeah, for a reading update, I finished Twisted Lies in the airport, so I'll keep that to myself. I'll have a review up of that. That'll probably be in my like I put a post on my YouTube community page about what I'm doing this coming week, because I won't have a weekly wrap-up this week. I'll have it up next week, and it'll be week 25 and 26, which is crazy. We're like halfway through the year, and I'll have my end of the month wrap-up go up on like Thursday. So you'll get the end of the month wrap-up before you'll get the weekly wrap-up. But that's the plan. very excited about it. And I have a lot of footage to sift through for this vlog, and I am like sad, like I said, that I didn't have more stuff like with Sophie and Ryan, but it also was just so special to just get to be with them. So the pictures are amazing, but like it was such a short time that I didn't want to be filming us. And then you have this thing where like you filmed it and you can see it, but did you really experience it? Did you really get to like live it, you know? So anyway, that's enough of an update here. I will wrap this up tomorrow morning because I don't want to like have it be done yet. I'll wrap it up when I'm like in my right mind and make sure I didn't forget anything. But I am going to listen to some more of Queen of Shadows. I think I made good progress on that in the last flight until my headphones died and I had to put them into recharge. But I'm getting to like a lot of stuff is happening with that because we have our live show for Queen of Shadows is on the 30th, so that's cool. And then I started Phoebe by Minerva Spencer, which is her new series that started. And this is an age gap historical marriage of convenience. So I'm very excited about that because funnily enough, a lot of people ask me for age gap historicals, and I don't really have a lot to recommend because like a lot of the books I read are age gap, but like Minerva Spencer actually listed this one as an age gap historical, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna stop standing in the corner filming myself. Also, I never showed this, but I'm wearing my Rowan shirt. Sorry, that's what I got. I'm wearing my Raylan shirt. In my clip tomorrow too, I'll show you the books that we got at that bookstore we went to. That also will be in the B-roll that you've already seen. And a more up-close look at what Sophie brought and signed for me. So, okay, we'll wrap this up tomorrow. All right, hey, we're back at home. And we're looking crazy this morning. I slept so late and it felt so good. I woke up at like 7:15 and I was like, nah, bitch, go back to bed. So I did, and I'm extremely happy with myself for doing so. But as promised, I want to wrap this up, show you my book haul here, and then get this edited because I think I have more footage than I think I do, and I want to make this one look really, really pretty so that it's a really beautiful memory for me to look back on. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, I got home at 11:30 last night, and should I have gone right to bed? Yes, but what did I do? I finished reading Phoebe, which was that Minerva Spencer that I started on the first plane ride. That was a 445-page book, and I finished it at 2 a.m. Don't know why I did it, but I just didn't want to stop reading it, and I finished it, and I'm giving it 5 stars. Now, I'm not saying it is the best historical I've ever read, but Minerva Spencer just gripped something inside of me. Like, her heroes are that possessive alpha man that I love. Like, this hero said, "You are mine, Phoebe," so many times, and it was sexy. I mean, it was still only like a 3 on my spice scale because with historicals, they just are rarely higher than a 3. I've made a whole video talking about how, like, my spice scale and historical romances, but there was like lots of it and it was delicious. And even though the heroine was a virgin in this one, now Minerva Spencer, she doesn't write a ton of virgin heroines, so that's nice. But this one, it was that kind where the hero's just like kind of like he's gentling a colt or something, but in a really sexy way. I know that sounds weird, but he was like, "I'm gonna teach you things." It was so good. Anyway, that's a horrible explanation. Look forward to a weekly wrap up. I'll explain it better. I'm still kind of flabbergasted, but okay, let's look at the books that I got. So first I will show you the ones that I already own, but now Sophie wrote in them. And I really need to be careful with my copy of The Bully because the cover, I have turned it so many times. It is getting beat up. So here's my copy of The Bully. And she wrote in this one, "For Jen, because we love bad boys and good behavior." And bad behavior, not good behavior. And I had her highlight her favorite line for me, but I need to put a flag where she did because I don't remember where she highlighted it. because she was going through and reading my highlights. And then, like, she highlighted one of my highlights. So I have to go through and find it. But I asked her to highlight her favorite line in each of these books. So maybe it'll be fun. Maybe when I reread it, I'll, like, come across her highlight and then be like, oh, I love this. So, love that. Raylan, this one, she said, for Jen, come take a ride on our favorite cowboy. Oh, snap. Love it. And I'm pretty sure I know which one she highlighted in here. Let me find it. Here we go. My favorite line as well, which is, I don't want to trap you. I want to unleash you. I want to set you free. I want to show you who you really are. And so she actually, like, highlighted over my highlight. Oh, my precious baby. I love it so much. Then for Miko, this one caused quite the drama trying to find her favorite line in this one. So this one was kind of silly because I was talking about one of the lines from this one. I want to get a tattoo with it. I just, like, haven't had the time for tattoos or the money for spending on that right now. But she said, for Jen, if you keep getting book tattoos, you're going to beat Miko's record, which I was like, I don't think I'm going to, but that was cute. Oh, let's see which line. Mr. Lark had to help us find these ones. We had a whole group pulled into this one. Let's see. Here we go. I was a corpse when I met you, Nessa. No breath, no heart, no life. I felt nothing. I cared about nothing. Then I saw you, and you woke me up inside. That one's so cute. So there's that one. And then The Spy. And this one said, for Jen, we both know the real stars of this book. And I won't say who they are in case you don't know. But Mr. Lark knew right away which line she'd want to highlight in this one, and I actually did too. And this won't spoil it if I just read the back of this, but it's the very last line of this book. There are crossroads in life where you can either choose the cold truth you see in front of you, or you can choose to chase the impossible dream. It's only by believing in that dream and pursuing it that you can turn it into a living, breathing reality. You must chase the dream to live the dream. Otherwise, it will only ever be an ephemeral fantasy in your mind. And those of you who've read this book know what that's about, but I just really feel that too, because sitting there at tea with Crystal, Sophie, and Mr. Lark, I was like, how is this happening? Like, it doesn't feel like it was real, but it was. And then the one that she brought for me, it was so sweet of her, because she asked me before, she's like, is there any of my books you don't have? Could I bring you one that's signed? And I was like, well, honestly, I have everything except for the Ada cover of Brutal Prince. Now, this isn't one that she designed. This one was a exclusive design for, I don't think they wrote it, for Dangerous Romance book box. And this actually came out before I had read any of her books, so I missed out on the chance to get it. But I have the Savage Lover that has the Camille cover, and I have pre-ordered the Stolen Air cover that has Nessa on it, because I want to have the heroine covers of these books. So in this one, she wrote, I'm probably going to cry when I read this one, so I'm sorry. She wrote, for Jen, I'm so glad we became friends. You always give me something to think about or brighten my day. Love, Sophie. Oh, they're just such special people. I love them so much. So there's my beautiful cover. I laugh. We always giggle because this is not Ada on her wedding day, but I just love the cover anyway. It's so cute. So those were the books from Sophie. Then just real quick, so we wrap this up. I showed a bit of footage in the video of Crystal and I. We went to a couple of, well, one was a used bookstore and then the other one was a thrift store. And I actually found 6 books. I restrained myself because I already had these whompers in my suitcase, but I had a little bit of room. So I found some really interesting ones. I found a step back cover of Wildest Dreams by Roseanne Bittner. This book is one that, like, I actually have read this, but I don't remember much about it. And Roseanne Bittner is someone that gets recommended to me a lot. But it has the step back cover, so that's cool. And I think this one is a first edition, so that's cool. Then I found this one that's called In the Barrister's Chambers by Tina Gabrielle. Never heard of this author, but this one is a heroine who loves the law, and I think she's like trying to become a female lawyer, which I was like, I would love to check that out, so I'm gonna check that out. Devil's Mistress by Heather Graham. I just really liked this cover. I have quite a few Heather Graham. They're usually the ones with the really cool step backs, but I don't know. It was just cool. I don't always have reason. I found another Virginia Henley. This one's called Enticed, and that's the step back. I love that she's in a towel. So this one actually was retitled because it used to have a slur in the title, which I didn't notice till I bought it. But you know what? The book went through and all of those words were changed in it. So it should be good. Even Lisa Kleypas has done that before. So we give authors a break when they're good and they change it. Then I recently had found the first book by Courtney Milan, and this one is the second one, Trial by Desire. So I just keep adding Courtney Milan's. This one is not my favorite cover. That guy looks a little weird, but I just want more of hers. And then the last one, I found the last Bedouin book I'm missing at all. One of the prequels is One for the Love, and this one actually has a nice little waterfall step back. So there we go. So those are the books that I got in Salt Lake City. Or I mean, we weren't in Salt Lake City, but in Utah. And what a trip it was. Like, my brain is still, you know, I always go into a teeny bit of like a depression when I get home. And I don't like using depression because I don't like calling it that when that's not what it is. I've been depressed before. But, you know, you get the after vacation blues. And whether it's a fun thing you're doing or it's fun people you're with, whenever I get to spend time with people I love, it really hits me. And honestly, like, my reading in June has been like way less than normal, and a lot of it was I had the blues when I got back from Atlanta too, and it was really hard to like dive back in. So I have a lot of work to do today. It's near the end of the month. I have bills to pay. I need to go grocery shopping, and I need to finish. I'm going to edit this, and I have end of the month stuff to do. I also need to finish Queen of Shadows. I'm like 2/3 of the way in, so I need to work on that. So just some things to keep me busy. But thank you so much for watching this vlog. It means so much to me. Please like this video if you haven't by this point. Make sure you're subscribed. And thanks for coming along on this journey with me if you made it all the way to the end. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.